There we go. All right, guys, welcome to Superstars Nation, Superstars Training University on Superstars Nation. My name is RSD Ivan Brown, and thank you guys for bearing with us through the technical difficulties. We finally got it, ironed out. How about those Windows updates? All right. So now I understand why people. Well, never mind. I ain't gonna go into the iPhone, Android, or the Windows and Mac debate. I'll stay out of that. So plus we ain't got time for that. Let's go ahead and get started since we're late. All right. So guys, without further ado, I want to introduce a gentleman who's going to be doing our training tonight, and you are certainly going to be so glad that you got on this. Actually, go ahead and text your agents now if they have not. This is a game. When I tell you a game-changing training, this is a game changer. All right. This is one that'll change your business literally. Okay. So please text your agents, tell them to jump on. We are recording it. Tell them to jump on. All right. But without further ado, I want to introduce a powerful gentleman out of the Mobile, Alabama area. All right. This gentleman here is very tech savvy, and he has a handle on how to automate your business. All right. He and his wonderful wife, Helen, they are senior field trainers, soon to be sales directors in our group. All right. And so without further ado, I want to introduce to you guys, we'll introduce to some, reintroduce to others, Mr. Demarkis Taylor. Mr. Demarkis Taylor, you on the line, bro?
I'm here, man. I'm here.
All right, man. Let's get it going, baby.
All right. So tonight, ladies and gents, superstars, what we're going to talk about tonight, Ivan and Donald and I, we were having a conversation. I was sharing with him, what we were doing or what I was doing. And basically, the goal of this process is basically to, one, simplify your business, and two, give you a system that can be easily duplicated, okay? So a while back, Paige, York, and Rowe introduced us to JotForm. So I've been playing with it for a while now because I am a techie type person. I like the convenience of it. I don't like a bunch of papers. So today, what I'm going to show you is basically how to kill 3 steps out of your follow-up, your recruiting process, okay? Whether it's for the clients or the business partners. So the main 3 ingredients that we need is what? A meeting scheduled to contact that person. We need to know what they want to accomplish or what their issues are. And then we need to get them information with the solution. And we need to do that in a very efficient and timely manner so that you're not always on the phone or anything of that sort, okay? So I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys real quick. All right, and this is gonna be a quick training as far as slides go. And I'm gonna try to walk you guys through it, a live setup so that you can make sure that you got a handle on it, okay? So how to fully automate your business with JotForm. So the first thing you need to do with this JotForm system, we're gonna use a 4-step system for business partners and a 3-step system for clients, okay? So the first thing that you want to do, anytime you get somebody that's interested in your business opportunity, is you want to send them your JotForm link. Do not send them your what is FES link out the gate. Send them your JotForm link. And you want to send them your JotForm link because you want to capture information. You want a name, a phone number, an email address. You want them to make an appointment time, and you want to be able to look at this form and analyze it and basically know everything they're going to need from you before you ever even talk to them, okay? So step 2, after you send them the link and they submit the form, that client or their business partner is gonna automatically receive your what is FES link or your FES Connect if you don't have the what is FES marketing system, or your what is UCS link. That's gonna be your second step, okay? Your third step is going to be the prospect is going to watch that video, that 5-minute video. Okay. And then your last step is going to be contact that prospect at the scheduled time that they selected. That's it. And if you're doing if you're doing clients, you're only basically going to do 3 steps. You're going to send the JotForm. They're going to submit it. They're going to get a link to watch the 5-minute video about the UCS protection plan. And then you're going to do your consultation. you're going to do your consultation with them, your Credit Karma consultation, and then you can enroll them or whatever. So there's 3 steps for clients and 4 steps for your prospects. Okay. So let's talk about accessing your job form and how to set this up. If you're doing it from your computer, all right, I've already uploaded the templates. I know several of you are probably already use them or something like that. But to basically search for this template, all you need to do is go from your computer now, go to create a job form account. And once you create your account, you're going to come in and you're going to see what I would call a back office. So it's going to have a list of forms that you have. If you don't have any, it's just going to be blank. And you're going to be in there where you can create a form. But what you want to do from your computer is go up to the top of your screen and you want to hover over the word templates, and a drop down menu is going to come up and you're going to click on form templates. And once you do that, it's going to bring up another screen where you can search titles for templates. And in that, what you want to do is type in IMDFS business, and I'll put this in here. Business partner intake form, and that form is going to populate. It's going to come up. And after that, you want to click use template. Once you do that, that form will automatically upload into your form list. Okay. Now, if you're going to do it from your cell phone, you're going to basically follow the same steps, but it's a little bit different because you're going to have the app on your phone. So you're going to create your job form account, of course. And then once you have it on it, you're going to click on your app and you're going to open it up and you're going to see the same thing. You're going to see your dialog box is going to be empty if you don't have any forms or anything like that. So what you want to do is on the bottom right of your cell phone, you're going to see a plus sign. You want to click on that plus sign, and then it's going to come up and you want to click on use template. And the same thing, you're going to follow the same steps. You're going to go to search template title. And once you click on that, you're going to put in IMDFS business partner intake form. The form is going to populate, and then you're going to hit use template, and then that form will be in your list. So that's how you're going to do it from the computer and the cell phone, guys. All right. Then I'm going to walk you through everything I'm saying. So I'm not looking at the chat. So if anybody can, just watch the chat for me so I can answer any questions. Okay. All right. So once you get the template in and you got everything set up and it's in your account, the next thing you want to do is you want to do your design layout. And when I say design layout, I mean whatever picture you want in the background, you want it to be nice, crisp, and professional. You want people to look at it and be like, okay, this is a legitimate, real deal professional. Okay. So to do that, you want to go and you want to click on the blue roller that will be located to your right-hand side. All right. And then you want to click on layout in the dialog box. I like to use the one that says click card form that says single question at a time. What that means is basically they're going to get one question at a time that they're going to answer. And it's going to basically cycle through all of your questions, one question at a time. Some of you may prefer having all of your questions on one form. That's your preference. If it is, that's totally up to you. But after that, the next thing you want to do is you want to click on the word image that's going to be to your left. When you click on image, it's going to come up and you'll see a bunch of themes that you can select with different backgrounds, mountains, sunsets, whatever it is. Or if you want to use your own personal logo as the background or office, whatever it is, just click on select your background theme. And then you can go in, once you select one, you can go in and click on custom, and then you can change the picture on it. Okay. So however you want to dress that up, you totally can do that. All right. So this is the main thing. The main thing is getting the links. So with Jotform, they allow you, if you have the free account, you can only get 5 forms and you can't access all of the functions, but you can access the functions that we need to do what we need to do. Okay, but they have what we call conditions. So the conditions are basically, the conditions are basically there to allow you to redirect the traffic anywhere that you want to go. And when I say anywhere, I mean anywhere that you want to go. So in order to do that, so I want you guys to pay close attention. You want to click on the word settings. All right. So when you log into your job form, you want to click on edit form first, and it's going to come up. It's going to say build, settings, and publish. Those 3 words are going to be at the top. You're going to click on settings. Once you click on settings, you're going to click on add condition. All right. Once that comes up, you're going to see another list of boxes. They'll say show and hide, different stuff like that. But the one that you want is going to be change thank you page. And once that comes up, it's going to have basically 3 fields at the top of it. The first one is going to say if. So what you want to do, however you have your job form set up, you want to select a question or a field that's required for them to answer, so that once they submit that form, it's going to release that link. So in this case, I chose the word name. So in that particular field, you're going to click if the name is equal to field. Field means that they put their name in there basically. And then you're going to say step 6 is going to redirect the URL after submission. So once they submit that form, it's automatically going to send a link to them. You haven't done absolutely anything yet, but you've already got their information. You captured their information, and then you're sending them information. A 5-minute video, okay? All right, so that's what you want to do as far as setting up those links. And guys, this is crucial, because once you do this, when you get ready to follow up with this person, you're basically just talking to them about information that they already submitted to you, and they've already reviewed your information. So you don't have to go back and say, hey, I'm going to send you a link. I need you to watch this information. It's already sent, and you're going to be notified that it's sent, unless you have FES Connect. And I'm going to explain to you how to get over that hurdle. Okay. Now, with your job form, another important step that you need to do, you need to, on every question that you have on your job form, you have to make sure that each step is required. So what you want to do is click on the question, and it's going to open up. And on the right-hand side of it, it's going to have 3 little things that's going to pop up. One is going to look like a pen, a gearbox, and then a trash can. Okay. So you want to click on the one that looks like a gear. It's going to be gray. You want to click on that, and then you want to scroll down about midways, and you'll see something. You just see the word required, and it usually is going to be in the off state. You want to change it to on, because you don't want anybody to get on your form and fill the form out and skip questions. If that's not on, then they're able to skip questions. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. So make sure that is on. Okay. And last but not least, you want to make sure that you add your paragraph box. Your paragraph box should be the last thing that you have on your job form. And the reason being, because it's going to explain to them what's going to happen after they submit that form. So in order to add the paragraph box, to your left-hand side, you're going to click on Add Element, scroll down, you'll see Paragraph. Just click on it or drag and drop it, however you want to do it. And then once it's on there, you want to go to step 3, and you want to say something along the lines of, hey, after you submit this form, you receive a link to watch a 5-minute video that explains our compensation plan. Please access this information by entering the required information. We will contact you at the scheduled time you selected, unless it is a conflict, in which we will contact you to reschedule. That's it. Okay. So you want to make sure that's in there, because it explains to them what's going to happen. If you don't put it on there, then they're just going to get a link, and chances are they may or they may not look at it. So you want to make sure that they're able to understand what's going to happen. So you're basically guiding them through the process, even though you're not verbally speaking to them at this time. Again, remember, the goal is to get as much information as you can from them before you have the opportunity to talk to them. Okay. Now, if you're working with a client or somebody that again, you need 2 different forms. You need the business partner and you need the client. On the clients, you would say something along the lines of, after you complete this form, you receive a link with a 5-minute video that explains how a financial protection plan works. Please review this information, and we will contact you at the appointment time you schedule for your Credit Karma consultation. So that's all you want to do on that end. So basically, you're getting information and you're giving information. You're getting and giving, and that's the name of the game of what we do. Okay. So after you receive the form, review the answers. You want to look at the form, and then it's going to tell you the questions I have on the client form basically answers any question as far as the UCS protection, the financial protection plan, the components they have or do not have. It also asks if they have a credit card, if they're renting, and if they're reporting their rent. All of that stuff is on that form. So basically, when you look at it, you'll be able to see everything that they have or that they don't have. Okay. Now, once you get there, you're going to be notified on your app, on your job form app, that you've got a submission. So review it, look at it. Then the next step is you want to wait for them to watch the video. If you have what is FES and UCS, then you're going to get notified as soon as they put that information in to access that video. All right. Now, for the guys that do not have that marketing system, you can use your FES Connect for this process. So just go into your back office, get your FES Connect link, and then you're just going to add it to this form. The only step that you're going to have to do differently from the rest of us that may have the new marketing system is you're going to have to tell them in the paragraph box to enter their information in your FES Connect and hit submit, so that you'll get a notification that you got a new lead, which you will know came from your job form. Okay. And then after that, basically, guys, you want to go ahead and contact them at the time that they schedule. Unless it's a conflict of interest, reschedule that time if you have another appointment or another meeting, or you're working during that time. And with job forms, with your appointment time, you can block out time. So if you're at work from 7 to 3 p.m., you can block out that time where you're not taking meetings during that time. So you can do all of that from your job form. So however your schedule is, just make sure that you do that. Okay. Now, make sure that your prospects use the job form, use your job form information to close, but you only want to talk to them with that meeting using either a phone call or Zoom meeting. Do not text them. Do not email them. None of that. I did that and it was horrible, because trying to keep up with the text message conversation, trying to keep up with the email, or waiting for them to respond back, it just drew the process out way longer than what it should be. So when you do your appointment time, you only want to give them 2 choices to be contacted, either by a phone call or a Zoom meeting, or you can use your Facebook meeting room or whatever's going to get you verbally on the phone with them, communicating with them, I would say. Okay. And then after that, if you're, especially new agents, if you're new, send that form that they filled out to your upline. Call your upline and say, hey, I need you to do a 3-way with me. And let them look at the form so they'll know what the person said. So once they get on the phone with the person, they can talk to them about the information they submitted to help you close that opportunity. That's pretty much it, guys. That's the system I've been working. That's the system that I've been teaching my team. That's the system I've talked to Ivan about and helped Donald McNam set up. And the reason being because it's simple, it's easy, and anybody can duplicate it. And it takes a lot of the guesswork as far as what I need to say, how I need to say it, completely out of the context. So again, like I said earlier, it's about efficiency. And to be efficient, you need to do things at a maximum speed in this business that we're in. So you want to get the information, all the information that you need from the client or prospect up front, and you want to give them as much information or their solutions to their problems before you even have an opportunity to meet with them, so that they have a idea or understanding of how you're going to help them. Okay. And I know right now this probably not making sense to some of you guys. So we're going to walk through all of this. So using this system allows easy duplication for current and especially new agents. It allows your tools to do the work for you, informing your prospects and your clients before you meet them. Your goal is to close using the information you were provided instead of trying to find what the individual wants. You know what they want and what they currently have. Work the end from the beginning, and then just walk them through the process. And what I mean by that, guys, is you know what your end goal is. Your end goal is to do what? Sign an agent up, Deidre, or get you a client, right? So you might as well get all that data and that information that you need up front, so you can close it on the back end. Okay. They don't know the product. They don't know the business opportunity. They don't know the service, but you do. All right. So you want to, when you have the right information, then you can do that. Okay. So now I'm going to walk you guys through this. If you got some questions for me, just drop them in the chat. Somebody watch the chat for me. But I'm going to walk you guys through this job form real quick. And if there's anybody on here that wants to see what the process is like, you can use one of my forms. You can actually go to my form and fill it out, and I'll delete the information. But you can fill it out so that you can see what happens. So just go to www.buildmyown.info, www.buildmyown.info. Fill the form out and you will see exactly what happens. Okay, so I'm in my job form right now, guys, and I'm at the building phase of it right now, right? So you can see, like I was saying earlier, this is my question here. This little gray box right here, this little gray gear, if you click on it, it's gonna bring this up right here. And you just wanna scroll down and you see the word required right here. You just wanna make sure that that is on. So you're gonna go to every question that's on your form and make sure that all of them are on. And for you guys who have never seen this particular form, these are the questions that I have. I asked them if they're trying to do this full-time or part-time. Why are you looking into starting a business? Because I want to know what their why is. All right, that's a big component of me closing, knowing what they want, why they're doing what they're doing. So again, these questions are basically the questions from your GoPro book. I just put them in a form format, and I'm just getting all that information from a beginning standpoint. So after that, you want to click on settings. This is the main thing that you want to get. Click on settings, and then you want to click on conditions. Once you click on conditions, you want to click on add new condition. And it's going to bring up all of these different fields. Now, if you play with JotForm long enough, you kind of catch on to how it works. You can show questions, you can hide questions based on what people answer. So you can actually create one form and use that one form for whatever. You know, if you want a form specifically or question specifically for real estate professionals, mortgage professionals, tax consultants, whoever you're trying to reach, you can actually use one form to do all of that. And you can have it to show and hide questions based on whatever the profession is or whatever it is. But what we want to do today is we want to go to change thank you page. Once you click on that, you want to click on if, on this one, I'm going to say the name, and it says state is filled. Then I want you to do redirect, and then you're going to put your URL in there. It's that simple. So in this case, I may put build my own .info, and then I will hit save. That condition is now saved right here on my form. It's that simple. So then I would go here and I would hit publish. That form is now live. So if I take this link and I put it here, it's going to bring me to my form. All right. So I'm going to go through this real quick, and I'm just going to put some stuff in here.
And Demarkis, can I ask really quick?
Yes.
When you get through with this, since you already have that form, can I share my screen and you show me how to, you walk us through how to do it from start to finish? Like if we've never, since you already have that in JotForm, I know in the chat, some people are wanting to see it from start to finish. And I know JotForms, if you do it again, it's going to add another form. So we don't want you to add another form. But because I don't have that form, if I share my screen, can you walk me through on my JotForm how to do it from start to finish so everybody can see it from start to finish?
I sure can.
Hey, Phaedra, he built it as a template, so you should be able to just search templates.
Right.
The template comes up though.
Yes, that's understandable. But for those who may need a visual of how to search the templates,
Okay.
That's what I know. That's what's being asked in the chat, like a visual of how to go to the JotForm, search the templates, because I think for a lot of people, this may be their first time interacting with JotForm. but that, yes, Tamara, I did put the template that he built in the chat. Thank you for that reminder. But I might need to put that in there again. But for those who are encountering Jotform, let's just do like a walkthrough from start to finish. I
Yeah,
do
we can do
I
that,
just
Deidre.
like how that doesn't look like a form. It just looks like a survey.
Thank you, Kylie. Thank you, Kylie.
Well, the good news is we can also replay the recording and do self-study step by step, because frankly, I think that's what's going to take. This is
Yeah.
not necessarily hard, but it's a lot. And I don't know how that's going to work to do what he's about to do, but I'm just glad that it's recorded.
Yeah, it looks harder than what it really is, Keely. And you know, like I said, once you do it and just kind of see it, then I hope I didn't miss my form, but when I change that up, okay, there we go. So now,
Guys, I will say this: it is worth it, because I mean, I went through his intake process from the client and the agent perspective, and I did it in I did both of them combined in less than 5 minutes. I'm telling you, it is really worth it to make sure you do the work. But anyways.
yeah. So now you see it pops you right to my what is FES. So now that form is in my system, and then that person can click, they can put their information and they can access the video and they can watch the 5-minute video. So it's that simple. That simple. And the good part about it is once they do that, you have all the information that you need from them. They watch the video. So all you have to do now is just meet with them, close the deal, enroll them, and you move on. And you didn't have to make 2 or 3 phone calls or have this long ongoing message. So that's the goal, is just to make it as efficient as possible, so that you guys don't have to, do too much. And then at the end of the day, it's easy to duplicate. Like I was meeting with Donald Mack and Chase and one of his new agents yesterday, and his new agent hopped on the Zoom with us when we was really in the middle of the form. So I walked her through setting hers up as well. And when I explained it to her, her face just really lit up, because I was like, do you think you can do this? I said, is this simple? She was like, oh yeah, this is simple. This is simple. Because it takes out the, the grunt work, you know what I'm saying? Where you can just basically, you're just giving people, you're using your tools and you're giving people the information that they need. And then you're just basically having to close it out. That's it. And that's all we want to do. We want people, especially new people, when they come in, you want them to be able to just to do this and keep it going. Deidre, I'm ready.
Yes, sir.
Whenever you.
Right now.
Does anybody else have any questions? Like, y'all have to excuse me, man. I've been in meetings literally all afternoon.
Okay, I'm up. So if I go to jotform.com.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Jesus, I will get 50 million notifications.
Hey, Demarkis, I didn't have a question, but I just want to say great job. And then also to add, all this information is necessary, guys, because even if they say no or not right now, you have all their contact info to drip on them in the future.
Right. Right. That's a good point, Whitney. Like I said, that's the goal. Just, just making sure that you, have all of that information.
So Demarkis, whenever you're ready, I am ready to walk through it.
Okay, one more thing before we start, Deidre. And guys, you gotta remember this too. When people come to you, whether it's for the credit restoration or as a business partner, they're looking for a solution. So you're giving them a solution. It's hard to give somebody a solution when you don't have all the information. You know what I'm saying? Jotform gives us the ability and the opportunity to capture all the information before we talk to that person. So then we can really give them a legitimate plan of how to accomplish whatever it is that they're trying to accomplish, okay? All right, Deidre, let's do your intake for your consultation. Is that the one that you use for clients?
That is the one I use right now for clients, but this form that you're about to walk me through will replace that.
All right, so go to templates up there at the top. Form templates. Click on it. All right, in your search, you're gonna type in IAMDFS client intake form. All right, then you're gonna hit use template. All right, there it is. Now go to your right and click on that blue roller. Click on layout. Click on card form, the one to the right, single question per page. Perfect. Now click on that blue roller again. And click on image, but it's already on image. So you can just click one of those other images to change your background. I'm pretty sure you don't want IMDFS, you want prolific financial. So you can pick any background that you want.
I'll just pick a random one until I upload, like you said, prolific financial.
See there, see. All right, got that? All right, so let's scroll down and look at your, click on question number 1. And click on that little gray widget right there. Yeah. All right, so it's on. So everything that I have is on, okay. So now go up to, all of them should be on because you just basically copied my template. So everything is on. So go to settings up here at the top. Click on conditions. Click on change thank you page. And you want to click on if and change it to, it's going to drop down to your questions. So just click on name, question 15 name. All right, then you want to click on state and change it to field. All right, then you want to click on do, and you want to change that to redirect to URL. And then you want to put your what is FES, what is UCS link in there.
I actually have a link tree, so like
that's fine. You can put that in there.
Okay. I don't know that name, so I ain't even go. I gotta go copy and paste it, but okay. But
that's
like
fine.
that's the whole gist of the whole thing in its entirety,
that's
right?
That's the whole thing.
Okay.
Yep. And then once you put your link in there, you will hit publish, and once you hit publish, that will be a live form. Then you can go ahead and hit publish right now, and then when you go back and save your link, so that form is saved in its current state. But then you just go back in there and put your link in there, and that's it. So once somebody filled out that jot form, it will basically just redirect them to your URL. Yeah, I see you smiling.
That was awesome. I just did it on my phone while you guys were doing it, so that was super easy.
Excuse me,
right.
Demarkis.
Come on with the automation, yes.
Excuse me, Demarkis. Hi.
Yes. Hey, how are you?
So do you normally use the what is FES link when you in your URL or UCS, or what do you use?
I use my what is FES and what is my UCS.
Okay.
On my client intake form, I use the what is UCES, and it's really just to inform them about the financial protection plan, because I know I'm still going to do a Credit Karma consultation with them, but just so that they can get an idea of how that program actually works. and how it actually helped them. Now, on the business partner side of it, when business partners fill it out, I use their what is FES so that they can see the compensation plan. And the reason being because, guys, you got to think about something like if you were hiring somebody for a job or a position, most people's first question, if I ask you, if I say to you, I'm going to hire you to be an assistant manager at my business or at my store, your first question is going to be, well, how much is it going to pay? Why not get that out the way? Because it's really a true measure of if that individual is truly serious about doing the business opportunity or not. You know what I'm saying? If I explain to you 6 different ways that you can get paid and you still skeptical, then chances are, even if you do enroll, chances are of you quitting very early are highly likely. Because not that anything is wrong with the company or the compensation plan or anything, but it's your belief in your ability, okay? Compensation plan is the same for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But what we accomplish is based off what we believe we can accomplish and what we're willing to put in, the effort we're willing to put in to accomplish that. So go ahead and give them that information before you even have an opportunity to talk to them, where they understand, you know, how they're going to be compensated. For me, when I put this together, I was like, well, my biggest question after this would probably be about the services. And what I found is typically people look at the services, but they really don't have a whole bunch of questions. You know, it's really more about, well, you know, how are we going to, what's the game plan? What's the strategy as far as accomplishing this? You know, whatever the financial goals were, whatever. But once they see the compensation plan, they're actually really good. And it's quick, it's time. And at the end of the day, and I'm not knocking, I don't want anybody to take this out of context when I say this, but people like time efficiency. So if you can condense, you know, instead of me sending you a 40-minute YouTube link or getting you on an hour, 40-minute, 40-minute presentation at 7 o'clock, if I can condense that to 5 minutes, you know, something that you can watch on the go, who wouldn't watch it? Like, you can't give me really an excuse of why you can't watch a 5-minute video. You can watch that walking into the building. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's really it.
Hey,
Does that help you, Diane?
hey, Demarkis,
Yes.
you have the
Thank you.
.info at the end of your site, IMDFS, or I want to
Build
build.
my own info. Mm-hmm.
Is that the same thing as like a GoDaddy? I remember briefly you touched on that.
It's just a domain name. So what I do is I for all of my stuff, just for professional reasons and for the memory reasons too, because sometimes when you have to send somebody a link and you have to tell them go to detailer.detailer/8, that's too much. You know what I'm saying? That's too much to try to remember for you and for them. So it's easier just to go ahead and just get you a $3 domain name and forward your link to that domain name. And then you can just say, okay, well, just go to buildmyown.info. And then they just go there and then they, you know, it redirects them to your what is FES or UCS.
Now, where can we acquire this $3 domain name?
Well, I buy all of mine off of 1&1, which is the host for my websites that I use as far as my nonprofit stuff or whatever. But you can get them on GoDaddy. I think GoDaddy, I know Ivan does GoDaddy.
They have a lot of specials on GoDaddy right now for different things too.
So you can get them like at $1.99, $2.99. And usually the .infos are the cheaper ones than the .coms. I only use .coms on like a serious, you know, like my FES site is imdfsfinancialgroup.com, you know, because that's my main site as far as the business goes. But other than that, stuff like this, I'll use like .info if I'm just getting information to people.
Good stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you. You always come with good info.
You know, try to help, brother, try to help. Anybody else got any other questions or concerns? Whitney says, I knows is another one. that you can get domains. He got his for $1.
That's what I was going to say. Whitney, what's the name of that website, Whitney? Because I don't want to try to pronounce that.
Don't do that, Deidre.
I was looking, I don't know what I was going to pronounce it.
Somebody said I often get my links mixed up. I understand. I understand.
Ionos. Thank you, Keely.
Okay.
The Southern in me was not about to pronounce that correctly. Sasha, this is being recorded. Yes, ma'am. The PowerPoint, I believe
I'll upload it.
Yeah, Demarkis will upload those to Superstars page, and then Ivan will work on getting this on our YouTube page. Do we have any final remarks from any of our leaders? I know Aisha was on here. Tony on here. Is VP Aisha still on here? VP Pack?
I am so sorry, guys. I'm like with my kids, so I'm like multitasking here. But this was awesome. This was awesome. I definitely have to go back and look at it because I am not tech savvy at all, but at all. So I was like, I don't know if anybody else was like me because I have my mouth open like, huh? What is going on? This is like something like really, really cool though. I really like how you kept everything so simple, Demarkis, in the sense of condensing the time, right? Especially for people that work the business on a part-time basis, I think it's pretty cool. Now, again, I am not tech savvy, so I definitely got to go back and look at this, and probably going to be calling some of y'all and getting a hold of Tamara and all of y'all out there with all this tech stuff, because honestly, this is just like not my forte. However, I embrace it, right? And I'm always ready for change, right? And as the business grows, we always got to be ready for changes like this. So I think this is pretty amazing. I don't know if anybody has any questions for Demarkis. Definitely answer any questions that you guys have. I'm sorry, my background's a little loud because I have my kids here. I think this was pretty awesome. I definitely appreciate you pouring into all of us again. I don't know if anybody has any questions because I really don't have anything to say. I'm like speechless. Like this was something else. I'm like, I am so speechless. I'm like so serious. I'm so speechless. I have to rewatch this because it was really, really good. And how you kept everything so simple. I like the fact, I didn't even know that the job forms, guys, I'll be honest. I didn't know the job form even had the whole schedule of stuff there. So I thought that was cool how you can actually schedule that in. I'm probably late on that. Y'all probably more advanced on me with all that. But thank you so much, Demarkis, for serving the team. You always bringing it in. Appreciate you. Not sure if anybody else has anything else to say, or if there's any other leaders on here.
I had something else to add. Demarkis, you did a phenomenal job. Thank you so much. Whit was the first one who showed me jot forms, and he had a similar forum like this, and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. But don't reinvent the wheels, guys. If you already have a scheduling tool that you're using, like I use Acuity Scheduling, you can build it into your scheduler so that they answer the questions first and then schedule, right? Because Aisha was just saying about the scheduler, and Demarkis, you were saying that you may have to like confirm it or whatever. But like I use Acuity, and I know some people use like Schedule Once or whatever, but you can like put these same questions in the link for them to schedule the appointment. So they have to fill out the questions before they can schedule the appointment, and it'll do the same thing. And then you can have a autoresponder once they schedule that particular type of appointment that sends them the link in the email, whatever else you want them to see, the video or whatever.
And whatever scheduling appointment setting that you're using with JotForm too, you can integrate.
Yeah, you can embed it right in there. That's what we did.
Embed it into
JotForm. Yeah.
So.
But guys, what was so sweet was when you can, how he had it linked up to
what is UCES and what is FES, especially for our agents and stuff like that too as well, our agent prospects. I mean, that's guys, if you have what is UCES and you have what is FES, watch the video and tie it in, because when I went through Demarkis's intake process just to test it out, you can watch the videos and everything. So I mean, this here is just a pure game changer. So so I just want to tell everybody, just make sure you hook it up with your UCES and what is FES too as well.
Remember, if you don't have those, you can use your your FES Connect, but you just make sure that you have to instruct them to actually click on the part where they put their name and phone number stuff in, so that you'll know that they watched that video. The whole goal is to make sure that they got the information and they watch the information, so that you don't have to pick up the phone and try to get them to watch it or whatever, or whatnot, because then again you're I ain't gonna say wasting time, but you're taking more time to try to get somebody to do something. So you can kill all three of those things: your appointment, getting them information, and getting information with one form, all at one time.
Good stuff, Demarkis. Any other questions? All hearts and minds clear?
Well, I feel like I'm in church.
I'm real churchy.
Y'all scared me, man. I ain't never seen y'all this quiet. I'm like, wait a minute, they all right?
This is some stuff to process. That's why I was like, can you walk me through how to do it so we can see it? So when we go back and watch the replay, man, yeah, but it was a lot, but it was good information to take in. So thank you for it. Thank you for being the guinea pig always.
Y'all more than welcome, but it's easy. Like I said, once you do it, it's really not much to it. It's just a few clicks.
Evan, do you
absolutely, yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much, Demarkis, for this training. I mean, thank you, Thedra, for doing the interactive part. Thank you, everybody, for your input. VP Aisha Betancourt, thank you for your comments. I mean, this is just a game changer again. So this again, I won't beat the horse over and over again, but take the time to watch this. We will post it on there on Superstars, but take the time to watch this over and over and over again until you get it. And so yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for jumping in on STU. If you got some value from this, guys, put some fire emojis in the chat box. If you got some real value from this, if you think this is a game changer, I truly think that it is. And so I see the emojis coming in. So yeah, this is really good stuff. So Demarkis, Senior Field Trader Demarkis Taylor, thank you so much for this. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go in and end it here. And so I just want to let you guys know next Tuesday, same time, same bat channel. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties in getting started. Took us my computer did an update, but we ended right on time anyway. It's still 7 o'clock, so we're ending right on time. So again, thank you guys for that, and we will see you next week on Superstars Training University. All right, y'all go make it a great week. All right, go make this a great production month, volume month. All right, and if you're starting over, it's okay. Start over. And get over your fears, and let's get this thing going, guys. We all have to start over again at some point. So let's do it. New year, new results, new positions, new promotions. Y'all, love y'all, and we'll see y'all next week.
Awesome, man. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Demarkis.
You're welcome, Ms. Diane.
Good night.